The project to widen and repave a stretch of interstate, now it has turned into a mess. Tonight, DOT leaders apologize and explain why it is taking so long to finish that work on a stretch of I-26 between Lexington and Calhoun counties. During a meeting tonight, DOT promised residents that project is now back on track. Our Chad Mills joins us live to bring us up to date. Chad?
Judy, tonight a DOT deputy superintendent said that a meeting like the one they had tonight should have been held months and months ago. Nevertheless, DOT secretary was also here tonight, stood in front of a crowd of more than 100 and told them the buck stops with her.
Did anybody go visibly inspect the work?
Dozens came with questions.
On that, it's not quite as detrimental.
And SCDOT had answers. About an I-26 widening and repaving project that's more than a year behind schedule, a project that's drawn criticism lately from both people in the room and Senator Nikki Setzler, too, for the big delay, some bumpy results, and stretches of substandard work that are now being replaced.
I want to apologize to the community for this particular project.
In this meeting, SCDOT's Secretary Christy Hall apologized immediately.
This has not been a showcase project for us. We've struggled with this project. Our contractor has struggled with this project.
Her deputy secretary placed blame on a contractor out of North Carolina, Boggs Paving, for less than quality work. He told the crowd that one of Boggs' leaders was indicted and convicted for a separate case in North Carolina after he got the contract to do the work here, and it was all downhill from there.
I think that company basically going under with the indictment, the owner of the company is still in prison. There's some other folks as well. It's one of the reasons that probably this project got off the rails.
This summer, a different contractor out of Florida started doing the paving and repaving the spots that didn't meet DOT standards. In the meeting, DOT reminded the public that the shoddy work that's being replaced won't cost taxpayers extra, and the whole project should be done by the end of September.
I'm not a betting man, but I would bet every bit of money I can get my hands on is not going to finish. Right. They've got a long way to go.
Some in the room still have their doubts, despite the apology.
You know, sometimes people say, I'm sorry, but you know they don't really mean it. But I'm not saying they don't mean it, but it's kind of a little bit too late, you know.
You know, I know they put a lot of the blame on Boggs, but my question is, if, you know, but you or the DOT, who's checking after these people?
Now back to Boggs for a moment. DOT said that it closely inspects all of the work done on I-26 and said, as for Boggs, up until recently, they hadn't had any problems with that company out of Monroe, North Carolina. Again, the agency says it doesn't pay for any of the work that doesn't meet DOT standards and says it will continue to penalize the contractor $10,000 a day until the work is done. DOT also addressed another problem this evening. You see, a lot of times when traffic backs up on I-26, it will also detour and spill onto surrounding roads like the one behind me, US 176. Neighbors along this road say sometimes it's so bad, that traffic is so thick, they can't even pull out of their driveways. It makes it tough for emergency vehicles as well. DOT told them tonight that they are actively working toward a solution. Judy.
All right, Chad, thank you.